Welcome to Monetizing with Mick and Mo, a deep dive product review podcast for entrepreneurs. Come with us as we take you on an exhilarating journey through the ever-evolving landscape of business, creativity, and digital strategy. And now, your hosts, Mick and Mo.
All right, listener name. So you're thinking about jumping into the online business world.
Always exciting stuff.
And you came across Systeme.io.
Yeah.
And they're saying they're the only tool you need.
Big claims. We see this a lot with these all-in-one platforms. They can be amazing or, well, let's just say we need to look a little closer.
It can be a bit of a mixed bag sometimes.
Definitely. So we're going to do a deep dive into Systeme.io, see what they can really do, and most importantly, what are users saying about it?
And they really hit you with that free forever, no credit card required right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. That's the hook.
Yeah.
It's very classic, remove that barrier to entry, get people thinking, well, what have I got to lose?
Right.
But the real question is, can they sustain that?
Exactly.
And they provide high-quality tools across the board for free indefinitely. We're going to find out.
And they're not just targeting, like, a small group of people either. They're going after course creators, freelancers, consultants, small businesses.
Yeah, anyone who doesn't necessarily have a computer science degree but wants to make moves online.
It's smart.
Right.
It's a big audience.
Huge audience.
Yeah.
But does that mean they're spread a little thin?
Yeah, are they a jack of all trades, master of none?
Exactly.
All right, so let's get into it. They really push this whole replace all your other tools angle.
Yeah.
They even call out like ClickFunnels, Kartra,
Yeah.
Kajabi, even WordPress.
Bold move.
It's like they came out swinging.
They really did. But, they're directly positioning themselves against some major players.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're shying away from the comparison. Like, look at what user Mark O said about their sales funnel feature.
Okay.
He actually switched over from another platform because Systeme.io wasn't as, quote, clunky.
Interesting.
That says something about user experience.
Yeah, especially for people who maybe aren't as tech savvy.
Exactly. So let's look a little closer at some of these features, starting with those sales funnels they're always talking about. One user, Henry S., raves about how well Systeme.io integrates with email lists, tagging, automation, all the essentials for email marketing.
Okay, but hold on a second. For those of us who are new to this, break down what tagging and automation actually mean in practice.
Sure. Imagine you're sending out an email about, let's say, a new course you're offering.
Great.
Tagging lets you categorize your subscribers.
Okay.
So maybe some are interested in marketing, others are more into design.
Gotcha.
Automation means you can set up these specific emails to go out automatically based on what they're interested in.
Oh, that's cool.
Or actions they take on your website.
Okay, so instead of sending hundreds of individual emails, it's like this system working in the background.
Exactly. It does the heavy lifting for you.
Wow. So Systeme.io claims to make that whole complex process seamless.
That's the idea.
So it's like having a virtual assistant.
Right.
Who knows exactly who to email about what.
Exactly. Taking care of all that for you. But even the best virtual assistant needs the right tools to work with. That's why Systeme.io's website builder is so important.
Okay.
User Kernan M said it's way less infuriating than some other builders he's used.
Lass. That's a pretty good endorsement, considering how frustrating those website builders can be sometimes. But I'm curious, does that ease of use mean you have to sacrifice on features and customization?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes a super streamlined builder can be a little too simple.
Right.
We'd have to look at more independent reviews, see if users are giving up control for simplicity.
Okay.
And speaking of trade-offs, Systeme.io is making some big claims about their affiliate management stuff, too.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
One user, Mauricio V., he's on their free plan, was super excited that he could run his own affiliate program.
Really? You don't see that offered for free very often, do you?
Not usually. Usually you got to shell out some serious cash to get access to that kind of functionality, so this could be huge. But, again, is it too good to be true?
Right.
It's possible those features are a little limited compared to, a platform that specializes in affiliate marketing. We'd want to see what other users are saying about that.
Okay.
Now, another thing they're really pushing is their online course creation tools. One user, Jonah F., said he built his membership site and a course incredibly quickly, highlighted how easy it was to use.
Yeah, I mean, speed and simplicity are key, especially if you're just starting out.
Totally.
But are those tools robust enough to actually create really engaging interactive courses.
Good point. Sometimes that simplicity comes at a cost.
Yeah.
You might not get the same level of interactivity or features like, quizzes and assignments that you would with a dedicated course platform. Something else to think about.
Definitely. So it seems like it's always about finding that balance, right? Like user-friendliness versus having all the bells and whistles.
Exactly, finding that sweet spot.
Now, I did notice they talk a lot about automating your marketing.
Yeah, who doesn't love the sound of that?
Right. That sounds like a dream come true for busy entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
But how much control do you really have over those automated processes? And what about the cost? Because that's got to factor in somewhere.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Systeme.io claims you can save a ton of money by using their platform instead of paying for like a bunch of separate tools. They even break it down for you.
Okay.
They say you'd be spending something like $320 a month
Wow, that's a lot.
if you're using all individual tools.
Okay.
So they're really hitting that value proposition hard.
Yeah, they are. But I have a feeling you're going to tell me there's more to it than meets the eye.
Laughs what gave it away.
I know you too well.
While that pricing breakdown, it sounds impressive on the surface.
Yeah.
But you've got to factor in the hidden costs.
Right. Like what?
For example, think about the time you'll need to spend to actually learn the platform.
Oh, that's a really good point. Time is money, as they say.
Exactly. And remember those limitations we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Like, what if you hit a wall with the free plan? You need to upgrade to access more advanced stuff.
That's true. That's an added cost.
Exactly. And then there's the whole upselling thing.
Oh, right.
They might offer, like, additional services or integrations that sound really tempting, but those end up costing you more, too.
Right. So you really have to weigh the pros and cons. It's not as simple as just looking at how much it costs every month.
Nope. There's always more to the story. And speaking of digging deeper, let's talk about those testimonials.
Oh, yeah. The glowing reviews.
Rodolfo L. says Systeme.io is, quote, much better than the competition.
Right.
And Zane V. raves about their outstanding customer service.
They all sound so positive. It's like a chorus of happy customers.
Right. But we have to remember, those are carefully chosen.
That's true. They're not going to put the bad reviews front and center.
Exactly. So it's one thing to have good reviews.
Yeah.
It's another to see how they actually stack up against everyone else.
Right. Got to look at the bigger picture.
Exactly. So we went beyond those hand-picked testimonials and looked at independent reviews.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a mixed bag.
Really? So it's not the perfect solution for everyone then?
It seems like people who are just starting out, maybe launching their first online course
Yeah.
or building a simple sales funnel, they're pretty happy with Systeme.io.
That makes sense, especially with that free plan.
But for more established businesses,
Things get a little dicier.
a little dicier. Some users, especially those with more complex needs,
Okay.
they felt like Systeme.io was a little too simple.
Interesting. So it's almost like it's a double-edged sword.
Kind of, yeah. They bumped up against some limitations,
Like what?
particularly with those advanced features
Okay.
and integrations with other tools.
So that's where it can be a bit limiting if you're trying to do more advanced stuff.
Exactly. If you need to integrate with very specific tools, Systeme.io might not be the best fit.
Okay. So where does that leave us? Should someone listening out there take the plunge with Systeme.io?
If you're just dipping your toes into the online business world and ease of use and affordability are your top priorities,
All right.
Systeme.io is definitely worth checking out. It's a great way to learn the ropes, without breaking the bank.
There's always a but, isn't there?
Laughs. Right. But if you've got big plans, you want to grow fast, you need those advanced features.
Yeah.
Those are all things to keep in mind.
So it really all comes down to what you need for your specific business and what you're hoping to achieve.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here.
That's true for pretty much everything in life, I think.
Pretty much. But hopefully, this deep dive has given you a more balanced perspective on Systeme.io beyond all the marketing hype.
Absolutely. We've gone through their claims, looked at the features, heard from real users, both the good and the not so good.
So you can decide if Systeme.io is the right fit for you.
And that listener name is what the deep dive is all about. We'll give you the information you need to make smart decisions, navigate this exciting world of online business. Until next time.